Let's have some fun!
Hi there, here's a quickie. I bought this old ceiling light fitting from the reused store the other day, from the ecoshop, because I thought it'd make a great lighted plinth for something, you know, for an ornament or to display something in a gallery or something of that nature. So I'm just taking it apart to see what's going on in here. Now, of course, with electrical things, you actually need an electrician in most countries these days to wire these things up. So I'm only looking at the practical things. For example, the hole for the cable's there, so that's going to need to come out underneath. So we need to suspend it off the deck. Excuse this horrible old carpet, it's from the back of my car to protect the other one. And if you watched another video of mine recently, you'll know that I've spilt petrol in the back. So it's all got, this is all bicarbonate of soda, baking powder or baking soda, that's what that is on there. Anyway, so I found these, so we need some feet to keep it off the deck. So I found these grommets for these screws, which will be perfect, but I'm going to have to get some bolts, and then actually I should be holding the camera with my left hand because I'm right-handed. So we'll bolt those through there, and then they'll just act as little feet to keep this base off its surface and allow cable access from this hole out to the edge. I fitted the feet onto here. They're just fastened through with these bolts up here. They make a nice fit, so that will be enough to get a cable in there, you see, just to get the camera in the right place. So all I've got to wait now is for Richard the electrician to wire this up into there, because of course we're not allowed to do that these days because 0.1 of the population are incapable. And I've chosen a lead that's got an earth. It must have an earth because this is metal, and as you'll see here, there's an earth wire that goes from the terminal block underneath this cover and is actually earthed to the chassis, let's call it, of the light itself. So we'll get him to come round and do that, or I'll take it to him rather, and then we'll see if it works. Really lucky, and Richard the electrician was available to do this immediately. So we've got this wire connected now, and God knows what I'd do without him, because he was very helpful and pointed out that because this was going to be a freestanding appliance now, that we would need a cable grip so that the as you can see there, I'm pulling on the lead and it won't pull out. So all we need to do now is plug it in and see if it works. Just a quickie, I noticed that there's these silicone washers which keep the glass suspended from the metal washers there. Well, there was only 2 of them. They'd obviously dropped off at some point. So an idea is, if you've got some felt, because I haven't got any silicone washers, I've just made these little washers out of some self-adhesive felt, so they'll actually be better when they go on because they'll stay in place. But I think it needs something to bridge the gap between the glass and the metal, particularly where we're putting stuff on it this time, as opposed to when it was hanging from the ceiling or the wall. I've given it a quick clean and placed this vase on there to see what effect it gives. And the lighting in this room isn't that great, so even though I'm looking at this on the monitor, I'm not quite sure how it's going to look on a full screen. Bit dark. Oh, there's a bit of reflection off the back there. But I think that looks pretty good, and I think if you had something that that you wanted to show off, that would do a good job of it. Not sure if you'd want to blank off these sides here, so that the light doesn't come out, you know, this way and just goes up. I don't know. I think that'd be down to personal preference. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting, and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Cheers.
Rick has left the workshop.